On this Good Shepherd Sunday, I thought it would be good to share a quote from Pope Francis. He's the head shepherd, yes or yes? Yes. So there's been a post all over social media attributed to Pope Francis. It's a beautiful quote. I'm going to read it for you in a minute. Having said that, Pope Francis never said this. All kidding aside, so I did a Google search the other night just so I could get the quote right. It's all over social media attributed to Pope Francis. Did Pope Francis say it? Could he have said this? Yes, here it goes. Ready for this? So just full disclosure, when you see this on social media, Pope Francis never said this. But he could have. Rivers do not drink their own water. Trees do not eat their own fruit. The sun does not shine on itself. Flowers do not spread their fragrance for themselves. Living for others is a rule of nature. We are all born to help each other, no matter how difficult it is. Life is good when you are happy, but much better when you make others happy because of you. Beautiful, yes? You could imagine Pope Francis saying it, but it's actually a Hindu proverb. Here it goes again. Rivers do not drink their own water. Trees do not eat their own fruit. The sun does not shine on itself, and flowers do not spread their fragrance for themselves. Living for others is a rule of nature. Literally, God coded this in. We are all born to help others, no matter how difficult it is. Life is good when you are happy, but much better when others are happy because of you. Amen? And I thought it was from Pope Francis. It isn't, right? Just full disclosure, right? But it is a powerful reflection on the virtue of selflessness. And that really is at the heart of the gospel today. Jesus is the good shepherd who poured out his life for. He cares for every attentive detail of our lives. And if that's how the shepherd lives, and that's the model that the shepherd sets, first of all, we should all want to walk always with the shepherd. That's how caring he is for us. Amen? Even to the first reading, the power of the shepherd's ability to care, protect, and heal us. And if that's how the shepherd forms and leads the flock, we should do the same. Amen? Listen to this one more time. Rivers do not drink their own water. Trees do not eat their own fruit. The sun does not shine on itself, and flowers do not spread their fragrance for themselves. Living for others, selfless service, is a rule of nature. We are all born to help others. And no matter how difficult it is, life is good when we are happy, but much better when others are happy because of you. Amen? A good thought for us as we walk into the week. Amen? And this weekend, we have an example of somebody who has lived this. This is Nathan's last weekend with us at St. Ambrose. He has been here since September 1st, doing his field education. He goes back to the seminary tomorrow morning. He's very excited, yes? You see the sure excitement on his face, right? And if you watch the videos, there are two overwhelming thoughts that you have shared about Nathan. The joy that he has brought to this community, and he has literally crossed this parish left and right, north and south, up and down. And secondly, certainly an example, an inspiring example to all of us of selfless service. And I'll give you just the best example. So last week we did his evaluation, signed, sealed, delivered, he can go back to school, yes? And imagine yourself, the last Friday, the last Saturday nights, he could have done anything he wanted. He could have gone to his room, he could have moved back to school, he could have taken a nap, he could have gone out to dinner with you. On Friday nights, he took a group of high school students and did community service projects. And last night, he served at the Peace, Love, and Prom, which was amazing, by the way. An example for all of us, an inspiring example for all of us of what the shepherd calls each of us to do. And life is better when we make each other happy and bring joy and help one another. Amen? Nathan, God bless you. What a blessing you have been to St. Ambrose.
We should get some tissues up here. Well, now that I think about it, we don't need them. I'm wearing a giant tissue at this point. I don't even know how to start this. Okay, so this last week, I've just been thinking and preparing about just what this transition's going to be like, moving into this next chapter, going back to school and leaving here. And I thought a good way to do that was to look back to the first time that I spoke to the people.
Ask and you shall receive. Well, you want to footnote while you're recovering from that. Is that not one of a zillion examples of what makes St. Ambrose such a wonderful community? Amen?
There's a few moments in my life I've been truly speechless, and right there's one of them. Where was I even? Oh yeah, okay, watching videos. So I was watching videos, particularly of my first weekend here. When I spoke to this liturgy, I spoke at this mass, and I spoke at all the masses, introducing myself. And I just remember the fact that that watching those videos, I didn't think I did a good job. Truthfully, honestly, I didn't think I did all that well. And it struck me that I felt disappointed in my first time talking to you. Why would I feel like I did a bad job? Why would that be the thing that pops into my mind? And I realized that there was something missing in that conversation, in that introduction I gave to you back in the beginning of September. The thing that was missing was my knowledge of you. I didn't know you yet. I didn't know how you prayed, how you loved Jesus, how you loved your families, and how you served your community. I knew none of it. And I was just doing the best that I could to introduce myself and try to bring myself into this community. And what I recognize is that, at the core of my entire internship here, the whole point that I've been here is really to know you. I can go and learn as many things about the church as I want. I can learn as much theology as my brain can hold. But if I don't know the people, then where does it go? And so for the entire year, that's what I tried to do. When I served with you at the Thanksgiving meals, and when I greeted people at the midnight mass, when I went to PSR and RCIA, or I went to the school, to the masses, or to their retreats, to just anything that the parish was doing, to men's breakfast, to walking with purpose, just all that I tried to do was, in my mind, I need to know the people of God. And at the beginning of the year, it was hard to introduce myself because I didn't know you. And now at the end, it's hard to say goodbye because I do. And the only thing that I can leave you with, the only thing that I could possibly say, is just a few things about what you need to know about me and my life and what this means now. Is firstly, know that I'm not far. Wycliffe is on the east side, and I know for some of you the east side is a foreign country, but I promise you it's not far. It's not far from me. And because I'm close by, because the Diocese of Cleveland has a seminary within its own boundaries, I can still be around. I'm not disappearing from the life of this parish completely. Things are just changing. And I look forward to seeing you again when I do. Secondly, know that I can't forget my time here. I can't forget my time. I said at the beginning this was going to be the most formative experience I could possibly have before priesthood. And it has been. Because you've allowed it. You've allowed me to know. So I can't forget it. And thirdly, know that Jesus Christ is not done. The goodness that this parish brings, the service that you do, the love that you share, the way that you have come to bless this entire community of this town, this county, this diocese, Jesus has more. And I know you know that because you see Christ in the people that you love so well. And I know for this next chapter of my life, this next chapter for this parish will be good because we know the author. The author who continues to write his beautiful story of love for all of us. You've been that story for me. And I thank God for you. Thank you.